today's video, I have brought you a very nice geometry problem. You may guys you are interested in that. So here is the following information. We have the capital A, B, O as a right triangle at the point B. We have a sector O, B, E prime with a radius R is noted as a small r here. Here is a congruent angles alpha and alpha at the point A and O. So our goal, we are going to evaluate this question of the area of a big triangle, which is OAB, divided by the shaded area, which is colored in the red. Okay? You guys, if you would like to give a try to sprint pre-regret to the solution, just go ahead, pause this video when you come back to see the solution. Okay? Now let's go ahead, jump into the solution. So we are going to draw extra lines here. So if you take a look carefully, I'm going to drop off this line from point A on the segment OB perpendicularly. After I drop off this line from the point A on the segment OB, I get a nice rectangle here. Since we have a right triangle here with congruent angles here, which means this triangle OBA is an isosceles triangle. Okay, so which means this alpha equals pi over 4. Equals pi over 4. So the second information that I'm going to extract from this problem, I'm going to draw the line from point A to B. Now I have a nice triangle here, A prime B O. So I'm going to find the relationship between these areas. So first of all, this shaded area, which is SM, equals this area of this triangle A prime and B minus this portion of this area. Let's call this area as K. Okay, this area as SP. Okay, which is A prime and B. Since we have a rectangle here, which means this area equals to this area. So which means SM equal SP minus SK. Okay, so I'm going to evaluate SK. SK equals this sector of this circle OE prime B minus this area of this triangle, which is OE prime B. Okay, so I'm going to express that. So I will have SK equals the area of this sector. Let's call it SC. Let's add it here. SC minus the area of this triangle S E prime BO. Okay, I'm going to calculate every of these separately. So we know SC is a sector of this circle. Since we have the angle alpha, since we have this angle is pi over 4, so which means the whole circle is divided by 8. Okay, so which means you have this area, which is P, is multiplied by R square, which the radius of this sector is divided by 8. Okay, and the area of SE prime BO equals the base is multiplied by height. The base of this one, which is R, is the radius of this sector, is multiplied by height. Let's call this distance height as a Z. Okay, is multiplied by Z, is divided by 2. Okay, let's call Z. Let's calculate Z. Let's call this distance X ON, which means this distance, which is R minus X. R minus X. Since a big triangle is isosceles triangle, and which means this triangle and big triangle are similar triangles. Okay, because both triangles are right triangles, and also they shared angle alpha pi, which is pi over 4. Okay, since they are similar, which means X equals Z. Okay, X equals z, which if I'm going to apply the trigonometry formula here, I get x equals cosine pi over 4 is multiplied by r. Is multiplied by r. Cosine pi over 4, which is square root of 2 over 2, is multiplied by r. Okay? So I'm going to calculate this difference as k. Pi is multiplied by r square over 8 minus this area of this triangle, which is minus r z over 2. Okay? So I'm going to replace z with its value. So I will get pi is multiplied by r square over 8 minus r over 2 is multiplied by z. Z equals square root of 2 over 2 r. Okay? Which equals pi over 8 minus square root of 2 over 4. The whole thing is multiplied by r square. So this is sk. Okay, let's take this expression of sk and replace it into the erosion equation. Okay, so we'll have Sm equals Sp. Sp, it's very clear, it's the area of this triangle A prime and B. We know the area of this triangle is a height is multiplied by base over 2. Okay, which is z is multiplied by r minus x over 2. Okay, minus sk. I'm simply going to replace x with z with this value, so which means Sm equals z equals square root of 2 over 2. R is multiplied by this difference r minus square root 2 over 2 r minus sk will be replaced with this one minus sk. So I'm going to simplify this one. So I will have this one is multiplied by this one is given as square root of 2 over 2 r square minus this one, which is square root of 2 is multiplied by square root, which is 2 over 4, which is half. So we'll have minus r square over half minus r square over 2 minus sk. Sk will be replaced with this one, so we'll get minus pi over 8 minus square root of 2 over 4 is multiplied by r square. Okay, square root of 2 over 2 minus half minus square root of 2 over 4, which is plus square root of 2 over 4 minus pi over 8. The whole thing is multiplied by r square, like this. Okay, so I'm going to simplify this expression by adding this term on this term. I'll get here 2 is multiplied by square root of 2 in numerator, which is 2, plus this one, which is 3 over 4, which is 3 over 4, square root of 2 minus this half minus pi over 8. The entire thing is multiplied by r square, like this. Okay, by taking 1 over 8 as a common factor, so we'll have 1 over 8 is multiplied by 6 square root of 2. This one will be multiplied by 4 minus 4. This one is multiplied by minus 1 minus pi is multiplied by r square. Okay, so I found the expression of shaded area Sm. So I'm going to calculate now. I'm going to calculate this fraction. So by we know SOAB, it's very, so we'll have this fraction SOAB is divided by Sm. So we know this area of this big triangle is base is multiplied by height. The base equals r, which is the radius of this sector. And also, since we have a isosceles triangle, which means this distance also equals r, which means we have r square. So we have r square is divided by 2 over this one, over Sm. This expression, it was 1 over 8 is multiplied by 6 square root of 2 minus 4 minus pi. The whole thing is multiplied by r square. So I get r square will be cancelled out from numerator and denominator. So I will get this half over 1 over 8, which is by 8, which is 4. So this one is called 4, is divided by 6 square root of 6 is multiplied by square root of 2 minus number 4 minus pi. Okay, so I have done this problem. If you are interested to watch this one, don't forget to support us with your like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I will see you next video. Bye.